Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be learning multiplying polynomials using the FOIL method. Now FOIL is an acronym. It stands for first, outer, inner, last. And I'm going to explain how FOIL translates to how we multiply polynomials. So let's say that we are trying to multiply x plus 2 with x plus 3. The first thing we must do is we must multiply the first term from each bracket. So in this case, that's going to be x, because x is the first term in the first set of brackets, and then times this x here, as x is again the first thing in the second set of brackets as well. So if we multiply x times x, we get x squared. Okay, so that's first, all done. The next one is O for outer. Outer involves this x because it's on the outer edge. And this one also, this 3 is on the outer edge. So we multiply x times 3, we get 3x. So our outer term in this case is 3x. Then we do I for inner, which is the inner two terms. That's going to be 2 and this x here. These are both the inner terms that are not on the outsides, they're on the insides. So 2 times x is 2x. And then last but not least, we do last, right? So last would be the last one in each set of brackets respectively. The last one in the first brackets is 2. Last one in the second brackets is 3. So we do 2 times 3, and that gives us 6. And then what we do is we add up everything we found in first, outer, inner, last. Now, in the previous video, we went over how to add polynomials. And of course, we can't always necessarily add every single term together. We can only add or subtract like terms, right? We can only combine like terms. And so in this case here, if we add up all these things, note that all of this right here is just all of this, right? All that we found here, we just added up. And then we recognize that 3x plus 2x, that because those are both in terms of x, those two can be combined to make 5x. The x squared and the 6 just stay the same. And this is very often in practice the case when we are multiplying, is we'll end up having some terms that we can multiply or that we can add up together and combine, but not all of them necessarily. And so that's something to keep in mind, is that we actually only have to combine certain terms, only like terms. So now I'm going to go over 3 more examples with this method. All right, so this first one, we're going to start with first. So x times x is going to give you x squared. Then outer is going to be x times negative 8, which is negative 8x. Then inner is 3 times x, so plus 3x. And then last is going to be 3 times negative 8, which is negative 24. Then we're going to combine the two terms, the two middle terms, the outer and the inner in this case, because they are both in terms of x. Negative 8x plus 3x is negative 5x. So the answer is x squared minus 5x minus 24. Awesome. Now let's do the second one. So same kind of thing. First things first, we do first. So x times x is x squared. Then we do outer, so x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Then we do inner, so 5 times x is plus 5x. And then last, 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. And then I'll combine the negative 4x plus 5x, which is going to give us just 1x. So we have x squared plus x minus 20, because recall that x is the same thing as 1x, or 1 times x. And then we have one more question that I'll answer today. So this next one here, the first thing we're going to do is 3x times 9x. That's going to be 27x squared. Then we have outer, which is going to be 3x times negative 5 is negative 15x. Then inner, we have 4 times 9x, which, let's see, 4 times 9 is 36. So that's going to give me 36x in this case. And then we have 4 times negative 5, which is negative 20. And then I'm going to go ahead and combine the 36x with negative 15x. And that is going to give me 21x. And then we have minus 20 there like that. And there we go. We did it. All right, feel free to leave any questions about this in the comments, and we'll see you for the next one.